If you are ever in need of some high quality softballs, I can tell you where to get them. Sunset Boulevard in Beverly Hills, right behind the women's softball field for UCLA. I rolled in late last night and I'm like, oh, look, softballs. The only problem is there's nowhere to stop on that road, and it's like a freeway. Many a star has used that road for testing out their hot rods and their supercharged supercars. Some of them to ill fate. But anyway, you got to be careful stopping on that road. And so I was able to pull over and collect these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. These are probably worth $10 each. This is a high quality ball. Can't wait to play with this. Oh, look. Even better. Look, Pac-12. These are great. No one was brave enough to stop and get these balls except me. And so, yeah, I just spent the night here at my client's place who's fixing up a home that I'm not really going to show you because it's a privacy thing. I will show you the front of the property, though, because it's very cool. And you can see, if you like yellow and you like flowers and softballs, or just flowers, you can buy tagitis. This is a wonderful plant native to North America, Mexico, and even in the United States. And it's called the Mexican marigold, and it's literally December right now. And that plant makes you feel like it's April. We have all kinds of cool things, including Tricia and fun things I'm delivering down here from up north and beyond. These are for crayas. Get some kalanchoe. Got all kinds of stuff. But anyway, don't be shy if you live anywhere. I will bring plants to you. Even if you don't have a place for me to sleep, I can sleep. Let me show you. Let me show you how I roll. Whoa. Here's the camacita. Look at the cama right there. That's the bed. Look, you got everything you need here. You can survive for weeks. Giant mangoes, persimmons, Mexico avocados. That one's ripe right now. Here's my breakfast for the moment right here. Oh, that's gonna be good. White sapote. Anyway, let's get down to the bottom and see what it looks like before. I'll show you this one area. You won't have any idea where you are when you see it. And so, yeah, then my client doesn't have to worry about stalkers showing up. All right, let's go. Vámonos! Arriba, 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 ándale, ándale! Speedy Gonzales. Oh. Oh. Speedy Gonzales. No problema, is what I say. Don't want to end up down there. All right, here's the lower area, which I can show you. You can see it's this beautiful forested atmosphere here. Oh, actually, it was actually an impenetrable forest that they cleared out. It was all ivy. You can see the remnants of the ivy right there. And it's not many places in Beverly Hills that has this much space of just open, kind of forested land. Everyone's utilizing it with courage because the property values are so high here. But this is really kind of unique. It's kind of interesting. We've got a canary palm back there. Got another one way over there, kind of giving that backdrop jungle look. And let's see, what else do we have? We have a whole bunch of random trees. Big pine tree right here. And that's actually a giant pittosporum right there. That started as a bush is now a 30-foot tall tree. And yeah, just as think about, I need privacy on the road here and on the other side. And we got our big agave variegatas. Got 2 of them we dug up from up above. They're way too big for up by the house. We're moving them down here. This is a very large area, so we need some large elements down here. And I'm gonna kind of recreate this forested feel. I really don't like this openness here, even though we don't need privacy per se, because you're not gonna be really hanging out down here too much. That's actually a tennis court up there, and then the house is right up there. So, but you still want to feel like when you're walking down here that, you know, it's your own private Idaho. And the way we'll do that is we'll get some big tall trees down in here and in here. And then the only thing you'll really see when you come down is just like this opening, which is great because no one can really park on this side of the street here. I don't think anybody parks on the other side of the street just because it's too narrow. So then you just be looking at the forest across the street. So the theme of this property is forest. You can't use palms here. So why'd they hire the palm guy? Because the palm guy does all kinds of stuff beyond palms. He just loves palms too. But you can see there's lots of palms here. If the palms are already here, they can't make you take them out. They do have enforcement capability to prevent you from putting them in. I'm also thinking maybe talking to the client a little bit and recommending like a little like walkway, pathway, gravel pathway that winds through here, kind of cuts through here like a little botanical garden and then exits over there. Might be kind of fun. Have a little bench or a picnic table up there. I know what he's probably going to say. He's going to say, Gary, if I do that, I'm going to come home and see people picnicking in my front yard, which happens. That happened to me. I do want to show you the house next door. It does create a really interesting opportunity to have like a very cool private forest, like a Lockwood forest effect out here. Here's a place next door, which is rather interesting. These people everyone's usually just super walled in like this. That's usually how it is. Like they have their little forest, but it's literally where their living areas. They don't have a big open forest, natural looking forest, because it's all like parking or living areas. This guy actually has his own little extremely narrow forest going up to his place up there. It's like a tunnel, which is very cool. But I don't know if very many properties down here that have this massive, like, just open area in the front. This is kind of unheard of. Usually there'd be a whole other house right here, and there'd be a house up there. So this is a unique front yard for Beverly Hills. Could even have a little picnic table down here. Create a whole park for the whole city. And got my white spuddy. Start the forest by tossing your white spuddy seed. Those things sprout just about anywhere. But yeah, we'll have lots of colorful ground covers, and it's gonna be fun. I think I'm more excited about down here than I am about the house, because this is more botanical garden-ish. They look beautiful. The big agaves, yeah, we're gonna put those down there. What about the color? Look at the color of the plants, just like boom, already. Got some color down there. Alrighty, here we go. Now remember, if you don't hear a blower in the background, you're not in Southern California. That's just the way it works. So get used to it. It's like background noise. Eventually, when you live here long enough, you don't even notice it. Kind of like the freeway. Anyway, so we just spent 20, 30 minutes just putting everything out. I'll tell you what we have. This is for Freya right here. It gets a big giant, gets like big fast. And ultimately it does flower and die, but before it does, it makes this amazing white flower. The hummingbirds love to perch on it. They love to pollinate it. And even the plant in death, you leave the flower stalk there for years, and the hummingbirds will just, it'll become their new home. They love hanging out on them. So I love those plants. They're super durable. It's a dark green contrast, but same form as the variegated agave americana here. So they're playing off each other a little bit in form, but with opposite color. Then we have some aloes here. This is just the regular red aloe that you see all over the place. Aloe arborescens, even though it's like not really a tree. It's kind of a tree, I guess. That's what it's But then it gets a red flower in the wintertime, which is really nice. So we had some of those. So we decided to use those again and repurpose those. They're sporadically placed. We have sticks on fire. That's a euphorbia right there. Beautiful orange flower that was discovered by Gary Hammer of Desert to Jungle. He tragically passed away like 5, 6, 7 years ago. But he was a legendary dude, and he ran across this, I guess in Madagascar, right? Or South Africa, somewhere. And noticed how amazing it was. It was a mutant, and then he smuggled it back, and now it's everywhere, right? And then, of course, next to that is the one I created here. This is agave, carrot stripes, same kind of story, except mine sporadically created itself in my own garden. Now it's all over the world as well. So there's my agave carrot stripes kind of out in the front, playing off with the purple of the Mexican sage. We got little 1 gallon overgrown plants that look ranky, but they're going to explode in growth over the winter here. We have our tagitis, the Mexican marigold in the back there. Great combination of yellow and purple with the sage. And then we have some impatient bushes scattered around. They look horrible right now, horrible, because they don't travel well. But those things will explode into a huge bush, and they have pink flowers that are really pretty, that make big bushes. And I think we do need to get our screening plants. We're going to put some giant bird of paradise back in the background back here and up against the back to create this like jungle effect. And this is, again, we can't use palms, so we use everything else. Plants that are barely legal. This is a barely legal garden. Here's the walkway. The flag's going through, you can see. It'll be really fun. Have your own personal botanical garden right in the middle of Beverly Hills. I'll walk you through the whole thing. Right over here, I'm thinking about using a very rare tree called Agathis robusta. There's some huge ones I know about. It'll create a perfect screening through here, like a dense forest of them. Most people here will plant these hedges of ficus trees. See all those trees lined up? Those are all ficus trees. Everybody here does that. It's so cliche. I do not like to do anything that everybody else does. So I'm going to create more of a naturalistic barrier here. Whole forest, these things. We're also going to use some tubidanthus trees that will get really beautiful. So, but yeah, here's the pathway. It runs up this slope, runs around. I'm thinking about making a big flat area right here, maybe some rock wall and some fill. And then you could sit up here and open your mail and just chill. And remember, you won't see the street. Zero. I'm going to block that off. And look at this view. These palms, this total forest feel. I mean, where else in, LA is like right down the street. Who has a garden like this in LA? Beverly Hills. I'll put bird of paradise in here to kind of hide the wall of the tennis court. And it runs through here. And then this also helps with the garden maintenance. This plant is not well placed. The path is right here. It needs to be here. These guys were placing faster than I could manage. Anyway, the pathway goes through here and up this way. Underneath this Brazilian pepper, right here. Native to Brazil. It's a beautiful evergreen thing. Super hardy. Fill dirt in here to make a land bridge that will ultimately take you back up to the driveway. And that's kind of the whole concept. We're ignoring this chasm over here. We have to take that dirt. I don't know why they put it over there. We're going to put it over here. Make it consistent across. These cars, look at this. I asked, it's like, we can't have this. He's like, oh yeah, 2 cars already went off the edge. I'm like, no kidding. I could have told you that was going to happen. Anyway, if you don't hear a helicopter nearby, you're not in Southern California, because lots of people can afford helicopters here, including, I think that might be a commercial helicopter, not private, maybe. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. And every now and then, you can actually do a little bit of filming in Southern California without a blower in the background. But it seems there's gardens everywhere. You might hear like a hose operating. Anyway, so here we are. It's the end of the day. We've got everything placed out. Everything's looking really good. You have to imagine all these textures and colors just completely bridging together over time, which is what they will do. The only things we started with that were huge here are obviously these ginormous. So to put that in perspective, that's probably 8 feet tall and probably 10 feet wide, tip to tip. Agave Americana, variegatas. But all this is going to look like, I told him I wanted a colorful tapestry. What I'm missing here, I have a little bit in the Salvia lucantha, the Mexican sage here. I have a little bit of cooler colors, the purple. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go out and get some purple lantana ground cover. Imagine a bunch of purple lantana ground cover in between some of those euphorbias over there. They're orange, purple and orange together. They're great. then of course I'm going to get a bunch of big tubidanthus and some big giant bird of paradise. I'm actually going to use Agathis robusta, look that plant up, as a screening plant. Everybody here uses ficus, but not me. I'm using something no one's ever used here before. Big, huge, beautiful Agathis robusta. There's all this sky above it, see? It gets big. It literally gets as big as a redwood. There's room for it to grow there. And then we're going to use more over there.
And if you're wondering how to move plants that are really heavy across the asphalt, and all you have are a couple pipes and a board, that's how you do it right there. Isn't that easy? Easy. That's a really, really heavy tree. These guys are absolute pros.
All right, it is another bitchin' plant alert. Look at this monster I found here. Oh, can't really tell how big it is. That little box, that's not an 8-inch box. That's a 24-inch box, 2 feet across right there. This thing's probably 9 feet tall, maybe 12 feet wide or something. As well. Es grande, no? Es grande como mi estómago. Yeah, that's an inside joke unless you know Spanish, in which case they won't be inside to you. Oh, look at this. Looks like a curling wave. Yeah, I have to take a picture of this. Anyway, this is Agave Americana variegata. This is a really nice one. It has some really nice patches of yellow. The stripes are just amazing. It's kind of a semi-common plant. It's been around forever, but it is so spectacular that there's a good reason to use it in gardens. You can't kill it. Doesn't need any water. Keeps people away because it just, you know, that's what it does. It's got some thorns on it. And, you know, you can make tequila with it. So what else could you possibly want from a plant? Agave Americana variegata. If you want one of these things, you give me a call, and I probably won't find one this big ever again. This one's actually sold, but it's a beauty. So yeah, we're gonna use this in a really cool garden in Beverly Hills, if you can believe it. Look at the pattern of the old thorns where it used to be all bundled up in the spike. It gets that impression. That's just really pretty. Hopefully this little tractor will pick this thing up. Oh yeah, we got it. Oh yeah, here we go. We're out of the ditch. Out of the ditch. And off we go. You come this way. You come this way, little. This way. And there she is. Okay, hold that.
Cuando me dice 1, 2, 3, en 3, vámonos. Okay. Wait, momentito. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Oh. There goes my baby.
Actually not my baby. I didn't raise that baby. But it feels like it's my baby. We're gonna plant it right over here. Oh, he doesn't want to tip this thing over. I gotta tell him. whoa. Put the load down a little bit, close to the ground. Wait, you know what you gotta do? You gotta go in here backwards. You gotta go in backwards. Yeah. Really gotta be careful, people, about the angle of approach on these machines. He just flipped that thing forward. I tried to, anyway. Okay, so here's where we're gonna put it, right here. Plant right here. Nice. Okay, and there where she goes. Look at that big, beautiful plant. It got a little roughed up. Got a little roughed up. This side looks good. Anyway, it will be great again. It's impossible to move these things without messing some stuff up. So you see, in the wind, I drove 45 miles an hour here. Yet the wind kept flopping these things around. Like this one was hitting there. So, what are you gonna do? Drive 150 miles at 20 miles an hour? Couldn't do it. Anyway, probably get a ticket if I did that on the freeway. But there she blows. Now it's time for the birds, baby. Charles, birds. Look at all the birds. There's more coming too. It's the ultimate screening plant. We want to try to screen from this road so we don't have to look at that cute dog going by. See the dog? Anyway, from up there, we want to feel like it's our own private forest. And so this is one of the items that we're going to use. Using one here, 3 over there. And this is going to go a long way to creating some blockage. Yeah, so, but I have to go there's 14 birds on here. I have to go get 6 more and some other stuff. So, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, I'll be back. If you're wondering how to get stuff off a truck or a trailer, you can simply get yourself a board. See that? And you put a strap, drag it a little bit. You can do anything. Ready? Watch this. You can learn all kinds of tricks just by hanging out with Scary Harry Gary. Scary Harry. Gringo Gary. Gotta remember to put that extra descriptive word in there so you know who you're dealing with. I don't want to be confused with all the Scary Harry Garys out there, so I have to delineate myself. Try to get a unique name that no one else has, so that way, people know. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. No confusion. And that's how you do it. Just like that. Oh, it's Christmas! Feliz Navidad! El otro? Look at this. Look at the beautiful plants. That's Parkinsonia aculeata right there. That's the desert Mexican palover, beautiful green trunk. Got your lantana from South America. Got your Mexican sage from Mexico. And got your tubidanthus in there from Australia. All kinds of goodies. We're gonna make this place great for the first time. All right. Okay, vámonos amigos. Woo! Sometimes you just gotta deal with trucks getting stuck. Oh no, what are we gonna do? All right, this is the lesson on how to get a big dump truck unstuck. All right, here we go. Just anything you can under the wheel. When you're underneath the truck, make sure he's got the parking brake on. Otherwise, you're gonna kill the gringo. You don't want to kill the gringo until the job is over. Once the job is done, you don't need the gringo anymore. All right. We got everything we can. Use your binders. We're gonna stick anything we can in these tires. This guy's the back. Alright. That might be it. Try it? Woo! Uh-oh. Not going anywhere. Oh my Dios. We want a nice mound of dirt here. But now we're stuck. We got free dirt, but now we got a free truck as part of the ornamentation of this garden. I'm not sure if the client wants a truck here permanently. I gotta pull us out with another truck. We got a little bit of chain here. Look, this is a scrap from a truck I found on the side of the road. You can pick these up for free on the side of the road. You can make yourself a little endless sling here by making a loop on either end. That's what I'm gonna do right now. So he's got a hook point right there. All right, I had that, I had the chain, I had the stuff. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah, baby! This is why you always want to have a chain. Luckily we had a bobcat. All right, I'm gonna get all my stuff back. Nobody had anything here. Look what I used. I had a little piece of rebar. Look at my rebar. Rebar. No problema. No problema. Never forget. When you see those on the side of the freeway, pick them up. You'll never know when you're gonna need them. That's why I got that one. All right, we're gonna dump the rest of this dirt. Remember, if you get your truck stuck and you're anywhere near me and my trailer, just take a look in here. There's all kinds of goodies. I didn't need my one clawed hammer, but you never know, you know? There's always a way to get something out. And that's it. Got our dirt. Now we can continue the quest for paradise. And look at that. Where it once was flat, there's a big mound. Big mound. All right, look at this. That looks perfecto. Go abajo, no hit the arbole. Don't want to hit the tree. So it turns out I'm the only one here that can use a bobcat. So the head dude's not here, so I was supposed to be just the designer. But you know me, man, I like to get into the fight. Get my heavy artillery. Huh? Look at that. And look at all these plants. Beautiful jasmine. We're gonna cover a tennis court up there. The Phalaenopsis to fill in some holes. Subadanthus to make it look gorgeous. Hide some stuff we don't want to see. And of course, Southern California. If you don't have bougainvillea, you're not in Southern California. So anyway, let's get this dirt moved. And just like that, the whole tennis court fence disappears. Look at this beautiful jasmine my buddy Doug sent me. Ooh, need some more right here. Let's go get them. And the great thing about working in Beverly Hills. Look!
Pineapple.
Piña! Delivered!
Piña, yeah. Good.
Oh my Dios. Oh my Dios. Look, he's got naranja.
Mangoes.
Coconut. You got coconut? You got the mangoes?
Cocos.
Look at all the mangoes.
Mangoes.
How much is a pineapple?
Pineapple, one piece, $7.
$7? How much for a mango?
Mango, 1 baht, 25 and free bananas for you. Yeah.
Can I try a mango?
Yeah.
A little slice? You got a little...
Pineapple, mango, 1 baht, 15.
Move through.
Yeah.
Can I try a little sample of the mango?
Yeah.
Or is that... Try a little piece of the mango. Oh yeah.
That's good, my
Let
friend.
me try. Ready?
Yeah. ¿Qué te comes, primo? Yeah, I traigo mango, traigo naranja, piña, cocos, cacahuate, bananas.
Pretty good. Okay. Let's make a deal.
Pásame la entera. Esta. ¿De esta?
Oh, grande. Grande 12. Malanche.
Ah, serían 20. Ah, no.
Oh.
De él serían 10.
The gringo forgot his money in the casa.
Okay.
Yeah.
House?
It's not my house.
No
No,
house?
no, I don't have a house.
Termina de rebanarle su manguito así con la bolsa.
I don't think I'll ever live in Beverly Hills, but that's okay. I'm accepting my fate in the world, and I'm okay with it. Look at that. That's my lunch.
Fueron 12 días, ¿no? Sí, 2 semanas.
Paradise. Oh, tajín.
Chamoy.
Oh, ustedes están como
Tajín.
Chamoy, tajín.
Oh, tajín.
Tajín.
Look at this. This is how they do it.
Yes.
This is how they do it. This is how they roll in Beverly Hills, man. Look at that. When in Beverly Hills, you do as the Beverly Hillbillies do. And that's what I am today. Oh, yeah.
Pásame la de
Yeah.
Okay, my friend.
Okay, gracias.
Gracias.
And I owe you $10.
Yeah.
whatever.
Maybe $11 with interest.
Oh, hell yeah. Making more money for me.
Let's go chill and see what this tastes like. Let's go sit in my office right here. Here's my office. Ready? Tajin. I never had tajin piña before. All right, here's the big moment. Sweet and spicy. All right, I don't want to gross you out because you might be about to eat your lunch and you might get sick watching me eat mine. Remember, you need to be generous with your pineapple and tajin.
Anywhere here, no?
What's up?
Sure.
Piña y tajin. Put your hand in there and get one.
I'll throw my fork.
What?
I got really dirty hands.
But that's good for me.
Yeah, for you.
It builds immunity. If I eat, the more dirt I eat, the more.
But it's not dirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
something more dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, something peligroso. I see. He doesn't want to tell me. Oh well. All right. This is where we say, tierra, tierra y más tierra. We're getting another load of dirt right here. The idea is to make a big, beautiful mound along here to sort of privatize this beautiful botanical garden we're creating. And yeah, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. Just like that, baby. Just like that. Take one. Piña, you like piña? You like tajin? Tajin? All right, that's for you. Got to keep the trucker happy. Are you gonna be able to dump on this angle? Maybe not. We'll look at it. Anytime, any place, anyhow. You got a bobcat? I'm on it. You got dirt? I'll move it. You need plants? I'll get them. You need to figure out where they're gonna go? Yeah, I can do that too. So I wasn't really supposed to be using this bobcat. I'm supposed to be the designer, but I just can't help myself. I'm like, give me the key to that thing. I haven't driven one of these things since, 25 years, maybe longer. I haven't had this kind of equipment. I used to rent these things when I first started a long time ago. But I built a beautiful mound out front here. Now you can see what it's doing in this landscape. It's going to give us some separation from this hideous street. And I say hideous with a capital H for emphasis. So we're going to get our plants elevated a little bit, create some enclosure. We won't feel so exposed to the street. People park here constantly. So I want to lose these cars from the vantage point up there and plant some plants all along here. Make it totally green, totally screened out. These two Vedantis are going to fill out under these trees. It'll be beautiful. And I got that done in no time flat. Look at that. Look at that. Nothing but net. Nothing but net. The pathway goes like this. Goes around that tree. So I had to make the mound kind of do that too. We have to rake it out now. And down over here. I'll get up early and work on this tomorrow. I have to be up north at a party. One of my customers is having a landscape finishing party that I was instrumental in. Promised her I would come. So I gotta get all this done real quick tomorrow. Place all these plants for these guys. I'm gonna move all that dirt, make another mound over there. Take some of this dirt right here, move it over here. Gonna add to the driveway a little bit. 2 cars literally have gone off the edge here. And I'm like, well, let's fill it in a little. So now we're gonna have a little edge going up. And you can see down here at the bottom, I think I might plant some bigger trees in here let it grow big. That way, if the car gets away, it's stopped on the tree. It doesn't just like flip over and cause people to end up at the ER and cars in the junkyard. But we made a big flat spot here. You can see for maybe even big enough to park a car. So that's going to help. Anyway, it's going to be super cool when we're done. And that's the report. All right, it's another day. And that's another irrigation flag. These are the key to my life, really. How else will you keep track of paradise when it's not here? So here we are next morning. I was out here until dark doing my mound over there. Let's take a look at that. It was dark by the time I was done, so you didn't get to see it. Kept waiting for the cops to show up. What are you doing working so late? We're gonna give you a $10,000 fine. It's after 5 p.m. You're making noise. It's Beverly Hills. Didn't you know this is Beverly Hills? We're like, oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, we got this done in the dark, but it was helpful that there was a street light right there. Fortuitous is the better word. Yeah, so there you go. Now, 3 tubidanthus here to cover this big corner and that driveway. We want it to look like it's just a natural forest here. We don't want to make it look like you think you're in the middle of some beautiful subtropical forest. Not near any humans. That's the idea. We have wonderful backdrop everywhere. You should see the view from up there. I'll give it to you a little later. But this is the forest. Sold this project as the subtropical Southern California evergreen forest. Yeah, so anyway, that's the concept. But then you got your giant birds filling out this corner over here. The idea is not to see the fence eventually. And back over here, same kind of thing. Got our centerpiece. We were lucky enough to have another one, small one. We're gonna plant that over here. Got one on this side of the driveway. And then of course, this big one we moved here. And another one over there. Gavi Americana, variegata. And we've got one more we transplanted from the property right there. So we'll have a triangulated bunch over here. And a centerpiece down there. And then in the middle, we have more tubidanthus here underneath this tree because it can handle the shade. They'll fill out, hide the street. And then in the medium, on top of the mound, I need to get Agathis robusta, huge, beautiful evergreen tree that grows very vertical, provides really good screening. Very rare tree. I'm gonna get some big ones. I know where some big ones are. And then same kind of composition on the other side, with the caveat that in the middle of this big mound here, we're gonna have this giant bird of paradise that I myself grew from a baby. It's absolutely ginormous. We got a little tiny pot. It'll be fine though. And yeah, I gotta place everything before 10 a.m. That's my out time, my hard out. So back to work.
Oh, looks like a monster opening its mouth. Oh, blinking its eyes at you. Oh yeah, the dirt monster. Here she comes. She's about to vomit on us. It's like last load. The dirt monster's vomiting. You roll it out. Uh-oh, don't want to bury my agave. Oh, look at it go. Look at it go. He's done. My job begins. Time to move that dirt. Looks like we got a little bit of collateral garbage. That's the way it goes when you get free dirt.
No, es que acuéstalo. Sí. Acostado. Para allá, pero para la calle. Acuéstalo para allá.
Okay,
No,
here we go.
haciéndolo.
Roll that
Es,
thing
es
over.
arrastrado, ajá. Así, ándale.
There we go. And,
Ahí está, exacto.
and the eagle has landed sideways.
Llegó a su punto.
Yeah, this is definitely the side. Okay, we're gonna go arriba and circle. Yeah, ready? Let you go. Vamos pick it up.
Así para allá. Vamos para el camino.
Yeah.
Una más. Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. That's how I like it.
Good.
If you're wondering, that's how I like it. All right, that's the side. This is the frente, and I'll show you the back A.
Sí, me dio un puntazo.
No manches.
Sí.
That's the back A, right there. See that? The most important is front and back. Yeah, that looks great. That's our centerpiece right here on this big mountain. All right, let's roll. All right, there she is. I'm out of here. Got this face done. Got the grading done. Got the mounds in. Beautiful mounds, beautiful mounds, beautiful mounds. Gonna hide that street. That's what we're gonna do, especially from up this view here. All I want to see is the opening. Got your variegated agave, Americana. Got my car stripes agave right in front of that beautiful yellow. You've got Salvia lacantha. You've got aloe arborescens right there. You've got your Tagites in the yellow. Your Fracrea spiky plant right there. Imagine you got all your birds hiding this big wall back here. Likewise, rimming the whole garden and also blocking the street. We still need to fill the gap over there with our big Agathis robusta. But we've got some really good progress here. You can imagine the pathway going right through here, around that tree, around over there, probably a cool little table and chairs over there, around through here. You got your own private botanical garden. How often do you get something like that in Beverly Hills? On this big gaping side over here, we filled in all the dirt so that the cars have a chance before they go into the chasm. This was literally like a foot drop and it just dropped straight off. Added the soil, and I put this agave tequila plant. It's very reflective at night. So when they're backing down, that's an exclamation point. Dude, stop. So you can see how it's lined up the driveway here, right? If you're backing down in the middle of the night, first of all, you don't want to hit this thing. So I put this aloe, what do you call it? Vera. That's true aloe vera right there. Put that there too. It's also reflective so they can see it, give them a chance to know that that's the edge. And then also this one's really important here. That's where the cars go over. Here there's trees to stop you. Here there's not, and it's the worst rollover possibility. A little bit of lantana and some more agave, and I am off to Santa Barbara to get more plants to bring to the nursery for you. All right, and that's the end of this project, except for I got one little surprise for you. Let's go.
My job is done. Need to go now. I'm a little dirty. I don't want to lug the dirt in the house. They'll let me take a shower in the house, but I'd rather be clean when I drive. So what's a brother supposed to do? What? I know it's December. I know it's supposed to be winter, but it is Southern California, and I'm dirty. And it's got to be at least 65 degrees out, which is the trigger point for me to jump in your pool. You know it's a tradition. I know it's a tradition. I have to uphold the tradition. This is how Scary Harry Gary. Let me get that straight. Scary Harry Ringo Gary cleans himself in a dirty swimming pool.